And we've got breaking news tonight. Striking new signs. Merrick Garland's Justice Department has intensified its January 6th investigation in a big way. NBC News has learned the Department of Justice has issued about 40 subpoenas over the last week related to the actions of the former president, his allies, and their efforts to overturn the 2020 election. One source telling NBC News that former Trump advisor Boris Epshteyn had his phone seized as evidence last week. He has been linked to plans to name fake electors in an attempt to block Biden's victory. In fact, he all but admitted it to our colleague Ari Melber earlier tonight.
Yes, I was part of the process to make sure there were alternate electors for when, as we hoped, the challenges to the seated electors would be heard and would be successful per the 12th Amendment of the Constitution and the Electoral Count Act.
And a lawyer for ex-NYPD Commissioner Bernard Kerik confirms he received a subpoena last week. It's been reported Kerik worked on efforts to uncover, quote-unquote, fraud in 2020. But of course, as we all know, absolutely no evidence of fraud was ever found. The New York Times reporting, which first said the subpoenas and the phone seizures, said former Trump social media director Dan Scavino, remember that guy, has also received a subpoena, although it is unclear when that happened. And tonight, the Justice Department is declining to comment on any of these subpoenas. As the DOJ investigation heats up, the former guy spent much of today appearing to golf at his Virginia club, but cameras caught him at a distance, huddled up talking with his buddies, but not doing much playing, which has many people asking, what were they talking about? Meanwhile, the New York Times reports tonight that the Senate Judiciary Committee is now going to investigate allegations that Trump's Department of Justice tried to use the U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan to retaliate on behalf of the former president. Those allegations are in a new book by former U.S. Attorney Geoffrey Berman. He spoke to our own Rachel Maddow earlier this evening.
Trump turned the department into his own personal law firm. He put in people who would do his bidding, and they would, target Trump's political enemies and assist Trump's friends. And it was a disgrace.
It's not a surprise, but what can be done about it? And of course, the current DOJ is in a legal battle with Trump and his lawyers over those documents seized during the FBI search of Mar-a-Lago 5 weeks ago. There's huge news on that tonight, and we'll get into that later in the hour.